Hello fans, welcome to Susie Farms. Today we share reasons for you to understand why you have to start or continue to use public transport. Though some may say it has nothing to do with agriculture, animal husbandry, and aquaculture, however, we share common objective in reducing emissions, pollution, climate change, and restoring ecosystems, as well as healing the planet as a whole. So let's encourage people to use public transportation rather than personal or private cars. Public transport is a shared passenger transport system which is available for use by the general public, such as buses, trains, ferry, among others. While many view public transportation as not entirely comfortable as compared to the use of personal car, I think it is one of the most amazing ways to travel and enjoy your journey. Though using a private car may give you more independence, there are limitless reasons why the use of public transport pays off. Here are some reasons why we encourage our fans to use public transportation when traveling. 1. You will contribute towards easing congestion. Most of the road traffic congestions witnessed in our roads across various cities around the world are all attributed to the use of private vehicles and the notion of everyone wanting you to use their own personal cars for privacy and comfort. At the same time, we keep complaining of traffic jams. If we are serious about reducing road traffic, then we should often opt for public transport. Research has shown that a full carriage bus in a public transport system is equivalent to about 55 cars on a road with one occupant. 2. You will also help in reducing the overall environmental greenhouse gas emission. Greenhouse gas pollution is ever on the rise, and that's the reason state organizations and environmentalists advocate for emission reduction techniques. By using public transport, you will be able to cut back on greenhouse gas emission by more than half. Research has proved that only 3 to 8 people on the public transport bus are able to cut emission by half compared to an individual traveling on a personal car. Public transportation is used by people from diverse backgrounds with varied cultures, norms, and way of life. So if you opt for public transportation, it means you have the chance to watch people and even get to learn the nature of different people too. Public transportation also helps us to meet new people. Because public transport is used by diverse people, and again, there is no need for overemphasizing on this point. The odds are that you will be able to interact with lots of people from different cultures if you use public transport, as opposed to traveling in a private car alone or only with your family. Do you know that public transportation allows you to relax? With public transportation, you will be able to have your own time, take a nap, avoid the road rage, and get out of the pressure of driving your own private car. During the journey, you can also read or just enjoy the view, which will help in boosting your dopamine hormones and reducing your stress level. Using public transport to travel helps you to unwind. At the end of the public transportation journey, you will definitely have moments to recall and reflect on some of the most moments of your life. It will also help you to save money. Using public transport can save you up to 4 times the money you use commuting in your private car. The regular use of your personal car will require the cost of maintenance and other additional charges, such as parking fee, emission ticket, and speeding fines. By using public transport, you will be able to save all the money directed to such miscellaneous expenses of using a private vehicle. Do you know that using public transport also helps you to improve your personal health? The use of public transport will ensure you have to walk more often between the stations and places you will be boarding the buses, planes, or trains. With such kind of activity, you are ensured of some extra physical activity in your frequent travel routines. The payoff includes improved health in terms of exercising your muscles, crucial organ, and even reducing your stress level. Walking in particular has been proven to relax the mind and improve one's mental health. Consequently, walking in between your private transport routines aid in improving your mental health and physical well-being. You will also help to reduce the need for fossil fuel and the depletion of natural resources. Train, bus, and tram travel save on the dependence of fossil fuel reserve, as well as supplies, which continue to destroy natural environment. One food train can save fossil fuel that would have been used by more than 600 cars on the road. You will definitely make new and interesting friends on public transport. Because public transport is used by thousands and diverse people across the society as opposed to private travel, which only means you are traveling by yourself or your relatives. If you use public transport, you have all the room to make friends and enjoy the ride by meeting interesting new people. With public transport, you travel quicker. Because public transportation systems have dedicated travel routes, this makes it easier to reach travel destination as compared to traveling alone in a personal car. There are various options in the public transport system. You can either opt for the bus, train, ferry, or plane. Either of the options has their own benefit and demerit. However, your last priority should be traveling with a plane as it generates more carbon dioxide. Public transport also have fare saver tickets. One in every major season or holiday must have public transport offers on ticket discount. This is an advantage you will only get to enjoy if you could frequently use public transport. Some of the ticket discounts come inclusive of return fare, which reduce your overall spending on travels. If you have to use public transport, you will have to plan your journey in advance. This will help in reducing your expenses and overall wastage in general, because you will not be overwhelmed with last-minute purchase or rushes which may have you incur additional travel costs. It helps you be a change agent. The world is currently moving towards being environmentally conscious, and for this reason, you can join the rest of the world's agent for change by simply using public transport. As advocated by environmentalists as well as climate change experts, the use of public transport, particularly trains, buses, and ferries, can fundamentally help in cutting greenhouse gases by half. You will also be helping in reducing the devastating environmental impact. The rail lines and buses oftentimes connect the most important sites of cities and provide the travelers with the opportunity to view the most exclusive settings such as parks, hills, forests, and farmland. By using public transport, you will be able to have some of the most memorable and rewarding views. Most of the people in the world travel by public transport. Commuting using public transport reminds us that most people of the world can't afford personal car, and it can even encourage your personal commitment towards environmental sustainability goals. It will remind you that there are other people on the planet who can't really afford some of the machines contributing to massive environmental degradation globally. It will also help your city to become a better place. Public transport helps cities to reduce traffic congestion and the overall level of pollution. This means that if you use public transport, you will be reducing congestion as well as pollution within and around your city. Why not contribute to making your city a better place by using public transport? Public transport also helps to promote local city tourism. Most people are usually discouraged by the level of congestion in major cities because it leads to traffic and air pollution. Congestion due to the huge traffic and private vehicles make maneuvering within the city tricky, thus limiting the number of people who will wish to visit congested cities. Therefore, if most people were to use public transport in major cities, it will aid in decongestion and encourage city tourism. Tourists may also feel much safer and free to use public transport systems such as trains and buses because it gives them the chance to meet new and interesting people from different cultures. Buses and trains are much safer compared to personal vehicles. Personal vehicle accidents are estimated to contribute to higher fatality rates than bus or train-related accidents. By traveling with public transport, you significantly reduce the threat to road carnages. Areas with public transport have better security. Evidence-based research from criminology reports indicate that areas with public transport have improved overall security and few cases of crimes. Public transport areas are actually well lit and manned by patrol as well as police officers, thereby reducing crime rate and improving security by more than 80%. If you are still thinking of using your private car or personal car to go to work, holidays, or weekend, think about it once more. Before public transportation facilitates in improving community health and well-being. It increases physical activity that helps address the modern obesity epidemic. In fact, it is possible that people can achieve the 30 minutes of daily physical activity recommended by public transit alone. It also provides economic benefit to the community by supporting a workforce for needed improvement, fostering business cluster, and attracting tourists for both business and pleasure. People can more easily stop for a snack or a cup of coffee when walking to a transit stop as opposed to driving. This means small businesses also benefit as well. It also improves fuel efficiency. One of the most technical benefits of public transportation is the ability to outfit buses and other public transit vehicles with alternative fuel sources. Some systems are completely electric or utilize renewable resources for fuel. So public transportation helps to reduce air pollution. Less fuel burnt means better air quality for cities that integrate public transit. Approximately 85% of the greenhouse gas emission that comes from transportation are due to day-to-day commute. No one likes to be stuck in traffic because it is very stressful. But rising populations demand improvement in road infrastructure that can be costly and take a lot of time. So when more people travel by buses and trains or other public systems, there will be fewer vehicles on the road to cause traffic. Cities' transit system improve community mobility. Many people do not have the capability to drive, so public transportation is sometimes the only option to help them get to their destination. One way to expand the workforce and improve a city economy is by giving more people the ability to get to their job, and public transport accomplishes this. We encourage everyone to start using or continue using public transport. Please kindly like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit on the notification bell so you will be notified when we upload our next video. Thank you for watching. Cheers.